But God can move. He can move if he wants to.
Okay, so this is his nature. Then okay, I'm going to help you more. I want you to focus with me. You're a nice person, by the way. You know, I like talking to you.
Thank you.
You see, this is how you know a person is coming from a good parents. And I can tell this person have a good parents because they taught their son how to speak kindly, and he's a nice person. So send my greeting to your family, and to your mom specifically.
Thank you.
She's a good woman. So listen carefully. Do Allah have a shape?
Yeah.
Okay. When we say shape, what does that mean?
It can mean anything. I know you said in a video once that it has to be a square or a circle, but shapes can come in.
No, it cannot be. It doesn't have to be. No, I never said it have to be square or no. Shape.
He's a unique shape.
Okay, he's a unique shape. That's wonderful. No problem. So Allah have a unique shape, but at the end of the day, it's a shape, correct?
But he can change into something that isn't a shape.
That's wonderful.
He doesn't always have to be a shape.
You are making it even easier for me. You see?
Why?
Because you just said Allah is a changeable.
Yeah, so
okay,
he can do whatever he wants.
All right. So can Allah be a man?
Yeah, if he wants to, he can.
So why you refuse Jesus to be God and man in the same time?
Because I don't know anything much about Christianity.
Now this is another question now. If it's possible for God to be whatever he wants, and he can be a man, and you just said and you agreed that he changed his shape, well, why does God cannot be a man?
He can be. I just told him he can.
Okay. So those Muslims who say he cannot, they are insulting Allah, correct? Because if Allah is God...
No, because not all of them agree with this.
No, this
because I know some of them say that he can and some of them say he can't do that.
Okay. But, okay, what is the shape of Allah?
I don't know.
He's a shin.
What do you mean he's a shin?
Shin. You know what shin mean?
I know what a shin is, but why do you say that he's a shin?
I'm not saying that. It's your prophet. How the Muslims will recognize Allah from his shin? Read carefully. The prophet, you know, he's talking about Allah changing his shape. Read carefully here. And then the Almighty will come to them in a shape other than the one which they saw first time. And he will say, I am your Lord. And they will say, you are not our Lord. So imagine the Muslim now, they are rejecting Allah himself.
Yeah.
Just because he changed his shape. And this is what the Muslims do today to Jesus. They don't like the shape of God as a man. They want him to be something different. And then none will speak to him but the prophets. And then it will be said to them, do you know a sign which you can recognize him, which means Allah? They will say, the shin. And then Allah will uncover his shin. Do you see it?
Yep.
Okay. So when we spoke about the shape of Allah, now we are not really confused anymore about how Allah's shape is. He is a shin.
He can choose to show whatever he wants to show.
But no, this is the original shape of Allah. Because Allah first,
how do you know?
Well, the hadith says that because Allah, he changed his shape. He come to them, they said to him, you are not Allah. Why? Because he changed his shape. And then, in order for the Muslim to recognize him, you know, he come back with the original shape, which is the shin. Okay. So
what's the problem? I don't
understand. So the original Allah is a shin. The changeable Allah is something else we do not know. The hadith doesn't say how he come to them, what look like it, you know. But
it doesn't say he's a shin. It says he will uncover his shin.
Exactly. So when I uncover my shin, that's mean I am, you know, this is what I uncover. Did he uncover his face?
He has a face.
Okay, so maybe the shin is his face.
No.
How you know? You said he's unique.
Because it's referring to his shin specifically.
Okay, but how he is unique and he have a shin? Isn't it shin is something popular and everybody have it?
But he can get rid of it if he wants to.
How he can? He will cut it off. You are being funny now. What he would do? He would cut it off. He would do a surgery. He would go to Thailand and make a plastic surgery.
Okay, but even if he has a shin, what's the problem with this?
You see, we don't want to jump like what's the problem? What's the problem? So now I'm trying to lead you slowly to where Allah and who is Allah. So now we discover that Allah is in the lowest heaven, And now we discover that Allah, the true origin of Allah as a shape, is a shape, and we agree upon that. He is a shin. So now the shin of Allah is in the lowest heaven. This shin, which is the way to recognize Allah, and this shin, which is obviously a physical body. And if I ask you what is made from, you will say, I don't know, correct?
Yeah, but his shin doesn't have to be like the human shin. It
Exactly.
can be a different.
I don't like Allah to have a human shin, my friend. I hate it. You know, if it's you know, there's a kind of shin I like a shin of a woman. You know, if Allah have a shin of a woman, that would be nice. But who cares, my friend? Don't be silly. You know, focus with me. I'm not insulting you, by the way. But
Okay.
we need to be smart. As long Allah is recognized by his shin, that's mean is it a shin, because a human being cannot recognize it unless it is shin. You know what I mean? Because how they would recognize him? From his shin. So if it is not like any shin, okay, we got that, but have to be a shin at the end of the day.